Welcome back, everyone. This is Ahmet Hamyan from TorqueNews.com. We're sitting here with the CEO of Michelin North America, Alexis Gaxa, and I'm participating here in the Michelin Sustainability Summit in Sonoma, California, in the Sonoma racetrack. And I would like to ask Alexis a question. Earlier today, you said something very interesting, that 8 out of 10 auto manufacturers, I don't know if you said in America or in the world, electric vehicle manufacturers use Michelin tires. What is it that makes Michelin tires very attractive for electric vehicles or electric vehicle manufacturers? Is there an advantage for them?
Well, first, thank you, Armin, for having me in your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I think it's just one KPI that tells how much Michelin is able to contribute to the electrification of the car park. Mm-hmm. And as a matter of fact, the automotive industry is facing a huge transition towards electric vehicles or hybrid vehicles. And we all understand that those vehicles have put different constraints on the tires. And I will keep it very simple so that everybody can follow. But those cars are heavier, the torque is much higher, and you also have the regenerative braking that is putting, and I'm not playing with words, pressure on the tires.
Correct.
So the tires are really put under pressure. Mm-hmm. And it takes some technology, some special compound to be able to combine those forces and managing them so that we can keep on delivering the best tires across all performances. Obviously safety, you can name the wet or the dry braking, obviously the wear of the tires, and at the same time minimizing what you call the rolling resistance. And this is very critical for an EV because you understand easily that if you have too much friction between your tire and the road, you will need more electricity to move forward, which means less range for your car. And because we have been minimizing this friction, so what we call maximizing the rolling resistance, we've started that 30 years ago, and we launched the first energy efficient tires in 1992, where you could reduce your gas consumption. This technology has already improved, and today we can say that thanks to this technology, we're able to improve the range of an EV thanks to Michelin tire. And today, if you put a Michelin tire on an EV, you can expect up to 40 miles additional in your range, which is critical because you know that when you buy an EV, the first criteria you look at is what is the range of the hand.
Yes.
So that's why we're used to say that today the tire is probably the most important feature or tool in a car to optimize the range. And that's why, because we have leadership in that domain that we started 30 years ago, that's probably why 8 out of 10 car manufacturers are choosing Michelin.
Thank you very much. Did you hear, guys? This is really, really important because tires decide the range of your electric vehicle somehow, because tires can impact the range of your electric vehicles up to 40 miles, and I'm sure that with the advance of technology, this number is going to probably grow in the upcoming years, as it took probably some time to get there. So tires that go in our vehicles, like you earlier said in our conversation, is not just like black rubber, right? It's more than that. What is how can you explain the basic recipe? Like, what are you doing to improve, if you can explain in simple terms for our viewers?
Yes, I'm afraid I won't be able to disclose the recipe here.
Yeah, obviously not, yeah.
And honestly, I don't know it by heart. So.
Perhaps based on what the video you showed
with us. I understand your question. Actually, what most people do not know is that you need to use more than 200 materials and high-tech materials to build a tire.
200 materials go to tire.
So where everybody sees something black and round, in fact, you need to see 200 materials that are interacting with each other every time, depending on the speed, depending on the temperature, on the driving conditions. So there are a lot of chemistries happening across those materials. Mm-hmm. And actually, how we differentiate ourselves is that it takes some know-how and expertise to be able to manage all of that, so that we can combine different and contradictory performance. Because to keep it very simple, you can easily design a tire that is optimized in rolling resistance. Because you have, if you make your compound, your rubber, very tender, you will have less friction, so you will probably have a very nice range in your car. But then the grip will be very poor, which is a safety concern.
Wow.
So that's why it's all about managing those contradictions, and we call it managing performances. And what we do at Michelin is that not only we are managing those performances, but we manage it when the tire is new, but also when the tire is worn. So that you should expect from a Michelin tire performance to be the same from the first miles to the last one we make with the tires. That's our commitment to quality and also a commitment to sustainability, because we want to make sure that we maximize the performance we extract out of every material we put in our tires.
I see. This is very interesting. Alexi, could you please tell us one more thing? Let's say I'm an average car owner, or let's say I'm an average EV, electric vehicle owner, and the time has come for me to change my tires. I go to a tire shop. What are the questions that I need to ask? Like, for example, I learned today that I should ask, what is the impact of this tire that you are offering me on my electric vehicle's range? Do you have specific EV-friendly tires? Or now I know that Michelin has. So, based on your experience and the role, could you please give us what are some of the questions that we need to ask when we're about to change our tires?
I would say the first thing I would encourage you to share is what is the usage you have out of your tires, because that's the first question. Whether you drive in cities or you drive on highways, I think that's the first one, because what matters the most is your safety.
Right.
So that's maybe the first point. But then you have a lot of questions that are very useful to ask. Is indeed what is the running resistance efficiency, or what is the impact of the tire in the range of my car?
Did you say road resistance or rain resistance?
The rolling resistance.
Rolling resistance.
Okay, so that you can understand if there is an impact I could expect on the range of my EV. And the third point is what is the wear of the tire? How many miles should I expect from that?
Right.
Because those performances could be again very conflicting with each other, and we have to make sure as consumers that we choose the right solution for mobility, being obviously safe, but again also being the right investments, so that we can maximize all of those performances. And this is where every tire is definitely not the same.
Definitely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And my last question, today we're here participating in Michelin Sustainability Summit? Yes, thank you. Forgot the word. And it's very pleasant to know that Michelin is doing this in order to send a message that Michelin is a responsible environmental player. Could you please elaborate a little bit on that? The work that Michelin is doing to make its tires more sustainable and from recycling materials. You said that right now you're able to make tires which are 45% from renewable materials, and by 2050 you have a goal to make them 100% from renewable and recyclable materials. This must be a big challenge, right? How do you balance? You said that, or one of the presenters earlier, you said that you can even have today 100% recyclable tires, but you will, but it will not be safe. It will be not good road resistance. Compromise on the performance. So how do you reconcile or balance this meeting this challenge?
Yeah, and I think
a challenge also meeting this challenge.
It comes back to the purpose we have as a company. That is, we care about giving people everywhere a better way forward, and by that we mean that it's not only a question of delivering the best mobility solution, in that case the tires, but also to make sure that those tires are also respecting the people, the communities, and the environment as a whole. That's why it's not a question of opposing mobility with the environment, because that's the wrong debate. That won't bring us anywhere, because we don't know what is more important. We need to move as human, and also we need to take care about the environment. So it's not an or, it's an and. And that's why we started that many decades ago. We were really obsessed by what we call the material efficiency, so that we can make sure that we minimize the number of materials and the weight of material we use in our tires, and maximize the output, meaning maximize the performance we deliver. And that's really something that is in our DNA. We have great engineers, we invest a lot in research and development. We have fantastic people in the manufacturing, so that we can produce those tires time after time with the same quality. But again, it all comes down to that idea of sustainable mobility, where we want to promote mobility and respect the environment, not or. And that's why we set that vision by 2050 to have 100% of tires made with renewable and recycled material, and want to be overall carbon neutral across all our activities by 2050, and we'll get there.
Thank you very much, Alexi. Thank you very much. I appreciate this. This was very helpful information and very useful things that you shared with us. Friends, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and give us thumbs up if you like this question, this review and video content. If you have any questions, please write them in the comment section below and we'll continue the discussion there. Have a great day and visit us at torquenews.com.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.